Hello, in this video I will show you how to make these Christmas cards using some Crochet Baubles Appliques. Let's take a look at the materials that we need for our Christmas cards. First of all, we will need some blank cards. Whatever you find at your local craft store will work just fine. And we will need some pens and markers to write on the cards. Of course, you can choose, if you're good at it, you can write your Christmas greetings by hand. Otherwise, you can try to look for some stenciled masks with a letter on them, or some stickers with Christmas greetings, which you can directly stick on the cards. Then we need some sport weight cotton yarn in 3 different colors. I used red, green, and white. And I worked it with a 2.5 millimeter crochet hook. Then we also need scissors and a tapestry needle and glue to stick our appliques on the card. Let's get started with the tutorial by looking at how to crochet the large bubble applique. So let's start by making a magic circle. We make a chain 1 to complete the magic circle, and then we chain 2. Then at this point we double crochet 12 inside the ring. So we tighten the tail of the magic circle pretty strong, and we close the round with a slip stitch into the top of the first double crochet. So round 1 is complete. We chain 2 and we work round 2 by making an increase in each stitch from the previous round, always in double crochet. So in the first stitch we work 2 double crochet, and we continue like this all around. So once we get to the end, we again slip stitch into the first stitch of the round, and we tighten off. Don't worry if it's a bit curling right now. It will you know, like it will stretch. So we tighten off, and good. So now we go on to make the upper part. We start with a slip knot and we chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. So now we go and we single crochet in the second chain from our hook, and we single crochet in the next one as well. So now it's a bit small and you have to be careful not to miss stitches. But we chain 1, we turn, and we go on to single crochet in the back loop only of both these stitches. So we single crochet 1, and then be careful because this second stitch tends to hide a bit, and we repeat again. We chain 1, we turn, and we back loop only, single crochet 2. And we can fasten off. Now, using these 2 tails, we will attach this top of the bubble on top of the 2 rounds we did before. So using a tapestry needle. So what I do is I try to attach this just on top of where I joined. So you hide it a bit. Okay, and we just seam it like so. We go into the next stitch. And we just bring it to the back, and we take this tail and we also bring it to the back of the work, to the wrong side. So now, using our tapestry needle, we're gonna weave in all these ends. When we cut a length of white yarn, and now with our embroidery needle, we will be decorating this bauble. You can choose the decoration that you want. I will now show you a simple one. So we insert our hook into this stitch. Always be careful to leave a long enough tail that you can then secure at the end. And now we just make a zigzag line. Alright, then we make some crosses in the center of the bauble. So we reinsert the needle just a bit below, and we start making crosses. And now let's make a zigzag line also below. So for the small bauble, we start again with a magic circle, and this time we only make a single round. So we just make the first round as we did before, that is 12 double crochets inside of the magic circle. So we let's close the ring by tightening the tail, and we slip stitch into the first double crochet. And that's done for this bauble. We bind off, and now we join the white yarn in the last stitch. So this stitch here of the bauble, and so we join it with a slip stitch, and then we single crochet two. So we make a single crochet in the same stitch where we joined. Keep the tail at the end. So now this ugly bit where we joined, I'm just gonna pull to the back, so you see. So now we have a single crochet, and then another single crochet in the next stitch, and that's it. We bind off, and we can weave in our ends. So in this case, I will be using the tails, like for decorating the bubble, because I have enough, so why not? It's saving me some yarn. So for this red one, I made some simple stripes, but for this one, maybe we can make a star or something like that. Like it can be something very easy, nothing too complicated. We just go and then it's more than a star, it's like, I don't know, an asterisk or something like that, Alright, and then we just finish to weave in this end. So once you have all the appliques ready, we can go on and assemble a card. For this card I will be using a square one, the one that is 13 centimeters by 13, and I will just quickly show you, like I will be using a mask to draw this kind of decoration here. For the other cards I used letters and I wrote greetings. But for this one, let's see, just to see how to quickly make it. Of course, you can use better tools for, making the mask adhere to your card, but we can also just, I usually do it super quick and dirty. I use a black marker and adjust color inside of the... So let's let it dry a bit, and then we can decide how to stick our Christmas bubbles on the card. Let's do it maybe like this. Okay. So once we have once we decide how to stick them, what we can do is to take a piece of paper to help us draw a straight line, or a ruler as you prefer, and with another black marker, so this is a bit thinner than the one that I used before, I'm gonna draw some lines that go up to the border of the card. And then we take some glue and we start, oh now I forgot how I put them in the beginning. Okay, like this, and now we just put glue on the back of the appliques. And we stick them on the paper. Alright, so now I will put this card underneath some, a pile of books, so that it can dry and the appliques can really stick to the card. Once your card is ready and dry, you can use your markers to add a few more details to make it shiny and bright and super Christmassy, and your card is done.